Morning punters, happy Monday, hope the week goes well. So on Saturday, I'm watching the fourth at Caulfield. Stylish Secret just hangs on from Sun Gift. Would have preferred the result the other way. And Nigel Carmody on racing.com, who does a very good job, zero criticism, says, well, 3 weeks earlier, Sun Gift has had 55 kilos, as it did today. Stylish Secret had 57.5 kilos, and today, after Luke Cartwright's claim, it had 52.5 kilos. Factually correct. Like I said, zero criticism. And in the absence of real-time data, what are you going to say? It's reflective of the fact that Nigel's well researched. I've got supreme confidence that if it didn't have stuff all to do with the result, it was in no way the reason why Sun Gift lost. Let me put this to you. Let's take away the weight for a sec. We'll go back to it. And let's look at position in running, because that is the true handicap in racing. Where are you in the run? How fast are you going? And what's the opposition doing? So at Flemington, at the 800 metre mark, Sun Gift is 3 lengths ahead of Stylish Secret. At Caulfield, at the 800 metre mark, Jamie Mellon rode a passive race. Second time in 8 days she's got beaten. She's a superstar, but second time in 8 days at Caulfield she's got beaten on a favourite for a passive ride, and was conceding 2 lengths to Stylish Secret, and Stylish Secret is walking. Put the data up exactly how slow he was going, but literally hurdle speed. So you got that. So while the narrative, by just looking at a race book or best bets or whatever, is 5 kilo turnaround, wouldn't you prefer a 5 length turnaround, like back there somewhere? That's the difference. 5 lengths in 800 metres. So when there's a nose difference on the line, I would very confidently say that was the true difference between winning and losing, not 5 kilos, because Sun Gift couldn't have sprinted any harder. She closed with the 11th best last 400 and 200 metres of the day at the end of 2400. You can only do that, if you're not half yours to Jamie Mellon, of course. Rode to a Caulfield Cup win that track distance last spring. But you can only do that if you've gone very slowly, which they did. So that's position in running, not weight turnaround. That is easily the biggest handicapping factor in racing. And it was one of those days, after seeing ride after ride after ride, I'm talking not just Jamie Mellon on Sun Gift, I'm definitely talking Luke Cartwright in the first race on Tarview, I'm talking Lockie Knight off on Bossy Bonita, who just sat 3 wide on pace, going slowly like a sack of spuds, but without the initiative. Michael D, maybe, in an earlier race, handing up the lead. So after watching all these riders use no initiative, it comes to race 8, my bet of the day. Gallen Sun's about to start. And when I said this beforehand, and wrote it, my only concern for Gallen Sun was barrier 1. I had supreme confidence that if barrier 1 wasn't a negative, he would win. Doesn't mean you're going to be right. That's the caper. But you can have an opinion. And that was my supreme confidence. The only thing that could beat Gallen Sun, if he was right, was barrier 1. And Emily Posman, 3 kilo claimer, takes luck out of the equation from barrier 1, lets a fast horse be fast, lets it flow, doesn't rush it to the lead, just gets to the lead, kicks it away on the turn, and it just hangs on, but was never going to lose. So I tweet out afterwards along the lines of, Emily's clearly got a lot to learn, didn't ride to get all important cover, and didn't give her horse a chance to get beaten. Now I would think if you're riding, give your horse a chance to get beaten, you might be a bit sarcastic. And of course the reason being, having seen other poor rides by established jockeys early in the day. And they come for me. Now, a lifetime ago, I produced a segment on the footy show called Street Talk. And as the great man Sam Newman used to say, when people would climb out of trees and come and visit the shopping centre you were at, or the mall and the shopping strip, and sometimes they'd just headbutt the camera like that. They actually didn't actually know what it was. He would say, "Now, Ralph, never overestimate the public." And the replies were just beautiful. So thank you to everyone who thought I was being serious in bagging Emily Posman. And thank you, Peter Moody and Catherine Coleman, for briefing an apprentice jockey to ride a fast horse to be fast. Let there be more of it. Today on our year-round carnival podcast, Vincent Accardi and I match up the 2-year-olds. We've got Big Sky in Melbourne ahead of the 2-year-old winners in Sydney, and a couple other little gems. And our members bonus podcast looks at Well Written, the Kiwi maybe superstar mare. It's been stamped by superstars, a lot of people. We looked at what it did in the clock, and some very, very nice trials in Sydney leading up to the stakes racing. Anyway, you can get that via year-round carnival, and you can get my free newsletter describing some of that position in running via racetrackralphie.com.au. Have a great week.